Voter list update starts. EC wants to ensure franchisee taking opportunity of July-August uprising, says CEC. To join World Economic Forum, Chief Advisor leaves the country tonight. The forum will discuss to boost investment and restore trust in the investors of Bangladesh. United States new charge d'affaires in Bangladesh calls on Chief Advisor. US reiterates its support to interim government. Government changes the outfits of RAB, police and Ansar Battalion. BGB is allowed to use sound grenade and tear gas at border, says Home Advisor. Of International Crimes Tribunal visited Rangpur to investigate Abu Saeed killing. BNP starts renewal activities of party members. It's impossible to reconstruct the country unless the party is organized, says Tariq Rahman. Donald Trump set to be sworn in as 47th US President within an hour. And Bangladesh lost to Australia by 2 wickets in the second match of the ICC Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup in Malaysia. Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is News at 10 on BTV News. I'm Imtiaz Ahmed Siddiqui. You just heard the headlines. Let's move on to the details of those and other stories. The program to update voter list has begun today. Chief Election Commissioner A.M.M. Nasiruddin inaugurated it as chief guest in Savar. At the inaugural function, the CEC said the Commission wants to ensure voting rights of people by utilizing the scopes created through the revolution on August 5. He went on saying that he doesn't want any farce in the name of election. The rights of people will be established when they can vote for their chosen candidates without any fear, he added. At the function, other election commissioners stressed the need for transparency in collecting information for updating the voter list. Later, the Chief Election Commissioner formally inaugurated the activities for updating the voter list, which will continue till February 3rd. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus will leave for Switzerland tonight on a further official visit to attend the annual conference of the World Economic Forum (WEF). He will leave Dhaka at 1 a.m. Chief Advisor's Deputy Press Secretary Abul Kalam Azad Majumdar said during the visit the Chief Advisor is expected to hold bilateral talks with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, King Philippe of Belgium, President of Finland Alexander Stubb and Thai Prime Minister Pattana Shinawatra on the sidelines of the Davos Forum. The Chief Advisor will also hold meetings with Sheikh Latifa bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, daughter of the Prime Minister of United Arab Emirates, President of the European Central Bank Christine Lagarde, President of Global Affairs at Meta Sir Nick Clegg, Secretary General of Amnesty International Dr. Agnes Kalamard, and Director General of World Trade Organization Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Besides, a separate dialogue on Bangladesh will be held at the World Economic Forum, where global business leaders and CEOs of various international organizations will join. The interim government hopes that the dialogue would help Bangladesh attract global investment. The Chief Advisor is expected to return home on January 25. New charge d'affaires of the U.S. Embassy in Bangladesh, Tracy Ann Jacobson, reiterated the support of her government for the interim government of Bangladesh on issues including development and counter-terrorism. She said this when she paid a call on Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus at the State Guest House Jamuna today. The Chief Advisor spoke about the ongoing reform initiatives in Bangladesh, the government's efforts to build a political consensus on the July proclamation and the plan for the next general election. Regarding the July proclamation, the Chief Advisor said that he was expecting the political parties to reach a consensus by early February. So far, I have not heard any dissenting voices, said the Chief Advisor, calling the political exercise to build a consensus on the issue a tough one, and added that the theme of the proposed proclamation is unity. The Chief Advisor said the government will only play the role of a facilitator. My job is building a consensus. I am not pushing any idea, he said. He said the political parties agreed. If the political parties agreed to the reform proposals, the government would request them to sign it to create a July charter. The U.S. chargé d'affaires raised concerns of the arrest of some journalists and reports of some violence against religious minorities. The Chief Advisor said his government is committed to ensuring justice for everyone in the country. During the hour-long meeting, they also discussed Dhaka's ties with its neighbors, progress on resolving Rohingya crisis and the security situation in Myanmar. The Chief Advisor said Bangladesh values its relationship with all the neighbors. He thanked the U.S. for providing humanitarian assistance to Rohingya refugees and sought the country's support for the repatriation of the Rohingya refugees from Bangladesh and creating a safe zone for the displaced people in Myanmar's Rakhine state. The Chief Advisor mentioned that Bangladesh is a top importer of U.S. cotton and urged the country to import more apparel and textiles, which would mean a greater import of U.S. cotton. A group of British lawmakers has withdrawn a controversial report on Bangladesh after complaints that it was biased in favor of the ousted government of Sheikh Hasina. The all-party parliamentary group APPG on the Commonwealth issued a report on Bangladesh last November that criticized the interim government in Bangladesh but was accused of significant inaccuracies. The report also claimed that the radical Islamists have been empowered in the country. Officials clarified that the document is under review after Labour MP Rupa Haq raised concerns in the House of Commons. Hasina's niece Tulip Siddique resigned as City Minister over her previously undisclosed links to her aunt's party, triggering accusations that the Awami League was interfering in British politics. The report, titled The Ongoing Situation in Bangladesh, was released to the press in November, 3 months after Hasina was deposed by a student-led rebellion against her authoritarian rule. According to the APPG report, it received evidence that murder charges are being slapped on former ministers, Awami League leaders, lawmakers, former judges, scholars, lawyers and journalists by the interim government in such numbers that raise questions about their credibility. The report read, relying mainly on evidence from the Rights and Risk Analysis Group, a New Delhi-based think tank. The report raised serious concerns about human rights and the rule of law under the interim government. On 4th of December, Foreign Advisor Tawhid Hussain urged the British High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Sarah Cook, to provide accurate information to the UK government about the minority situation in Bangladesh and the July-August student-led movement. The advisor pointed out the absence of key facts in the APPG report. He also highlighted the fact that many students were shot and killed on the streets before 5th of August. The BGB from now on will be able to use tear gas and sound grenades alongside lethal weapons at border areas of the country. Home Advisor Lieutenant General retired Jahangir Alam Chaudhary said this. He disclosed the decision taken at the Advisory Council meeting on law and order at the Home Ministry today. Members of the Advisory Council and senior officials of the ministry were present. The International Crimes Tribunal has issued order to send former Assistant Commissioner of Police Tanzil Ahmed to jail in the case filed on charges of shooting Imam Hussain Taim to death in the capital's Jatrabari area during the anti-discrimination student movement. College student Taim was killed on July 20 last year. The court has also sent Police Constable Akram Hussain to jail in the case filed on charges of killing college student Muhammad Ridoy in Konabadi of Ghazipur on August 5. In another development, the same court has sent Police Constable Hussain Ali to jail, who is accused in a murder case in Uttara of the capital. The three-member tribunal, led by its chairman, Justice Ghulam Murtaza Majumdar, gave the orders today following petitions of the prosecution. The three accused were produced before the court as per orders of the tribunal. A delegation of the International Crimes Tribunal, ICT, has visited the scene of the murder of a Begum Rokeya University student, Abu Saeed. The 12-member team went to the campus around 9 a.m. today. Tribunal prosecutor S.M. Moinul Karim led the delegation. They made a sketch map of the place of murder at Abu Saeed Gate of Begum Rokeya University. Later, they talked to others, including media workers who witnessed the incident. The delegation also held a meeting with Vice Chancellor Muhammad Shaukat Ali. Abu Saeed, a student of English department, was killed in police firing on July 16 last year while participating in the anti-discrimination student movement demanding quota reform. On January 13, Abu Saeed's elder brother Ramzan Ali and others lodged a complaint with the tribunal's chief prosecutor's office. 25 people have been charged. During the two-day visit, they will investigate the killings of Abu Saeed and other martyrs of the July mass upsurge in Greater Rangpur. After verifying the facts, the next step will be taken after filing the case. BNP acting chairman Tariq Rahman has said it is not possible to rebuild the country if the party is not reconstructed properly. He came up with the remarks while speaking virtually at the inauguration of BNP's membership renewal program at its chairperson's Gulshan office today. Tariq Rahman said every sector has been destroyed by the storm that swept over the country during the previous government. The country has to be rebuilt with the support of the people. He said the membership renewal is a pleasure. It has to be spread among the millions of people of BNP. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir, Standing Committee members Nazrul Islam Khan and Salahuddin Ahmed, among others, were present at the program. The government has extended the tenure of the 6 reform commissions formed in the first phase after the fall of the governments till February 15. They are Electoral System Reform Commission, Police Administration Reform Commission, Judiciary Reform Commission, Anti-Corruption Reform Commission, Public Administration Reform Commission and Constitution Reform Commission. The Cabinet Division has issued 6 separate notifications in this regard. The interim government, which came to power through the July uprising, has formed a total of 11 commissions to prepare reform proposals for various sectors of the state. Nagorik Oikko President Mahmudur Rahman Manna has said that reform is an ongoing process. The only task of the interim government is to move towards the national election quickly. He said this at a discussion titled Victory of August 5 in Future Bangladesh at the National Press Club in the capital today. Executive President of Bangladesh Sanskar Party, Major Retired Amin Ahmed Afsari, presided over the function, while Lieutenant General Retired Muhammad Aminul Karim presented the keynote paper. Speakers on the occasion said that people want to see visible changes in daily life rather than reforms. Earlier, a special munajat was offered seeking eternal peace of the departed souls of the martyrs of the Liberation War and those killed in the August 5 carnage. And now international news.